crafters, welcome to the Crafty Corner. I'm so glad you've joined me today. Come grab your craft supplies and make a craft with me. Today we are thinking about Thanksgiving and we are going to be making a turkey that has turned into a pilgrim. Down at the library you can grab all the supplies that you need to make this craft. And in your packet you are going to have lots of different colored construction paper, some white paper, and a black pilgrim hat template. So let's get started with making this craft. The first thing you're going to need to do is cut out the hat, which I've already done, and then you're going to need to decide and design your turkey face. So you can make him sort of a circle to start with, and then maybe I sort of flattened out his chin just a little bit on my original one. But let's go ahead and start by cutting off the corners and making an oval, and we'll see how that looks. And then we can always change and design it from there. So I'm cutting off the corners and rounding it off and creating like a Mr. Potato Head, actually is what it looks like to me, but it is a nice big oval. So if we put the hat on, that's not too bad. I think I'm just going to square this area off just a little bit and round it a little bit differently. And I think that's what I want to have for my turkey face. So we put the hat on. Yes, I like that. All right, so you can use your glue stick to put some glue at the top of your oval that you designed for your turkey face and press the hat on. All right, that part's pretty easy. We're going to make a beak out of orange and we're just going to make a triangle. So I'm going to come down with my scissors and come back up. And that triangle is not quite even, so I'm going to reshape this here just a little bit. All right, perfect. So there's his beak, and then you'll need a Sharpie, and we're just going to put some little eyes here. You can design your eyes however you want. I'm just making little beady eyes on mine, and I'm using my glue stick to glue his beak down. And that part's pretty easy. That's his face. You can design the face by putting some other feathers on it if you want, or maybe even a little smile or little rosy cheeks. You decide, but I'm going to make mine simple today. Now, to finish off the pilgrim hat, we need to glue the red band across. So I'm just going to put the glue on the back of the strip and lay it right here by the brim of the hat. And you'll notice it will stick off. I'm pressing that down so it will stick really well. And I'm going to turn it over and then trim off what's sticking out, because that's the part we don't need. Trim that off. And now we have the red on the hat just perfectly. Now, here's the tough part. To make the little buckle for the hat. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to lay my piece of paper on here so that there's about a 1/2 inch sticking above, and then we have all this below, but we want about a 1/2 inch below. So I'm going to stop about right there, and I'm just going to cut a piece across. So then I'm going to look at it again, and yeah, that looks about the right. And then I'm going to want to try to make it a square, so I'm going to come over, and that looks pretty good. And I'm just going to trim it up so it's a little straighter. Now, here's the tricky part. And if you have a pencil, you can sort of mark where that red band is. And then you're going to come down like this. And that's the part you want to cut out. So how do we cut out a square in the middle of a piece of paper? Glad you asked. I'll show you. We're going to turn the paper. Sort of don't crease it. We're just going to fold the paper. We're going to make a cut with our scissors, and then we're going to open it back up. Put our scissors inside that little cut, and then you're going to cut out that rectangle that you drew on your square. And then what's left, hopefully, if we did it right, and I gave you plenty of extra white paper in case this doesn't come out right the first time, you can try again. It should be a buckle. So I'm going to turn it over, and it fits pretty well right there. This, you can see that these two sides are a little wider than those. And so to even it all up, I'm just going to trim this off a little bit so that it's all about the same. And that looks like a perfect little buckle. You can tell I cut maybe just a hair too much because we can see the black through there. So I could try again if I wanted, but I showed you what to do, and I think you can practice that at home. And I'm going to go ahead and glue that on here. So I'm just going to take my glue stick, rub the glue all the way around, and then center the little buckle on his hat like that, and press it down, and voila, we are done. Very cool. All right, boys and girls, that's how we make our little Pilgrim turkey. Isn't he adorable? I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Come on down to the library, grab this packet, and I will see you again next week for another craft. Bye, friends.
Oh, oh.